Hello, and welcome to week number 7. I know we're winding down the class, and we just have a couple more weeks to go. So I'd like to spend a little time talking about this week's assignment and prepping you up for the conclusion of the class. I don't think you'll find any surprises here. This week is similar to what we've done in the past. There'll be a discussion post, and there will be a paper. This video will show you, and we'll talk a little bit about the topics that are available to you and what I'm looking for in these particular assignments. I should think you would be getting a pretty good idea about what I like and what I don't like. But anyway, we'll be going over that in this video. And if you have any questions or would like to get in touch with me about some particular issue, you know how to reach me. You can use Ask Questions in the classroom. You can send me an email. You can call me on the telephone. You can send me a text message. I will respond to any or all of those methods. So, until next time, goodbye and good luck. Well, by now this should all look fairly familiar to you. I try to use the same format in the presentation, so you could probably handle this on your own. But just, again, to avoid any confusions, we'll walk through it. You have 2 assignments, a discussion and a paper, which is going to make up a strategic plan for the organization that you've been working with. The chapters that are assigned you should have already read and be familiar with. They're chapters 8, 9, and 10. The discussion this week is a choice between 2 topics. The first topic is the evaluation and control process. Is it appropriate for a corporation that emphasizes creativity? Are creativity and control compatible? Can they exist within the same organization? That's one topic. The second topic is, again, looking at the issue of controls. What are behavioral controls? What are output controls? What are input controls? Are they necessary? Why or why not? And of course, you want to use some examples. I would appreciate if you think of them in your own organization, if you choose this particular topic. What sort of behavioral controls do you see working around you? What behavioral controls are you being subjected to? Are they output controls? Are they input controls? And what effect do they have on the performance of workers and the organization? The discussion topic needs to be posted, the initial post, by Wednesday, the earlier the... And you'll find a introduction to evaluation and control in the textbook. It talks about the various phases and also the general understanding of evaluation and control. And it occurs at many different levels in many different ways, so it's not just one single thing. At the very highest level, an organization, a company is always being evaluated in terms of its profits and loss and its stock price. That's how the market evaluates whether a particular company is doing well or not. In individual departments, you may have an expense budget that you're being measured against. Individuals may be measured and evaluated on whether they're producing a certain amount of work. For example, if you work in a factory, how many widgets are you turning out in a particular day? So they operate at all different levels. Hopefully they're consistent, and hopefully they determine the results that you want. There's a little diagram that explains the process of evaluation and control. First, and this again applies at all different levels, you have to decide what it is you're trying to measure, what sort of performance or what sorts of behavior. For example, it could be as simple, do you want people to come to work on time? Do you want people to start at a certain time? So you decide what to measure, which is their arrival time. Then you establish what standards of performance you're willing to allow. Can they come 5 minutes late or 2 minutes late? Then you measure the actual performance. You have a clock or some way of determining whether your employees are arriving on time, and then compare the performance, what you measure, with the standards, and see whether they're successful or not. If they are, then you don't have to do anything. If they're not, people are coming in consistently late, then you have to take some sort of corrective action. And this applies again at all levels of the organization. If the company isn't achieving its financial goals and the stock price is taking a tumble in the marketplace, then People want things to be done. The shareholders, the investment banks, and people who are holding the stock in the company don't want to see their investments decrease in value. So they want management to take action to find out what's wrong and fix it. The second assignment for this week is a paper that you're to write regarding a strategic plan for a chosen organization. And this is going to be a big one. This is a 15 to 20 page paper, and you're to follow the strategic plan outline. This will actually help you when you're putting this together. And we'll quickly go to that just to take a look at it. Don't freak out at this point. The strategic plan outline is found in the Start Here section, so start here. When you get here, go to Course Resources. And when you get to Course Resources, take the Strategic Plan Outline. And this will download a Word document for you that you can save. And I would suggest using this kind of as the outline for your paper. This could be kind of the way you do it, as opposed to simply a suggestion. I would say write the executive summary, write the company background, write the vision statement. Just put it in there one after the other. Use this as kind of a working statement. Just, put your cursor after the first heading and start writing after that. Now, this may seem like a lot, except we've been working with the company and supplying a lot of this information in your other papers from the very beginning of class. So it's not like you're starting all over. It's like you're taking what you've got already and then repackaging it with some more information to complete the overall strategic plan. So the keys to success, as usual, use the comments and suggestions that I've given to you on your papers and on your discussion rubrics for improvements. Ask questions if you have questions. Turn in your discussion posts early. And finally, this paper is worth 30% of your overall grade. It's going to be a long one. There's a penalty for short papers. There's not a penalty for longer papers. Be sure and follow the outline. I'm going to be looking for all those pieces. So don't say, well, you probably won't notice that I didn't put in strengths and weaknesses. If it's on the outline, it's got to be in your paper, even if it's just a brief section. And you're going to be using the same company that you've been writing papers about all the course so far. The last thing that I'd like to mention is you're going to be producing a PowerPoint presentation for next week's assignment. And it would be useful when you're putting together this week's paper, when you're pulling out information to put in there, to be thinking ahead and saying, well, is there something here, a picture, a photograph, something that would help explain the company. Maybe I'm not going to put it in my paper, but this would be a good thing to use or save for my PowerPoint presentation that I'll be putting together. Just kind of a helpful hint to save you some work when you're putting that together next week. Okay, if there's any questions, you know how to get in touch with me. Good luck with the paper and the discussion posts. I look forward to seeing your work.